get fired.
Welcome to a new episode of Let's Get Fired. I'm your host, Drew Simon, joined with my co-host,
Gwen Johnson.
There we go.
So you just always
It's always uncomfortable.
well, because you always start with so much energy.
I know.
This is a fun thing.
Are both you guys employed?
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
cool, sick.
I drive for Uber.
Nice.
Oh,
We're
well,
trying
yeah,
to.
he's not as much.
Yeah, I'm not really.
You're your own boss.
Yeah. I don't know if the word employed is what I would use.
They give you the tools. We were trying to sign up for Uber, and they asked me a question. They were like, "Why do you want to Uber for extra cash or to be your own boss?" And I was like, "That's right. I am unemployable."
Oh yeah, dude.
Tried DoorDash recently.
We DoorDashed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I don't drive ever, and then so I pick it up, and then he drives, and then we hang out.
Oh,
It's not good.
If it's a
Yeah.
guy ordering, she goes out, so we
Oh.
hope to get a tip.
there you go.
And if it's a
Work the
girl
system.
ordering, then I go out, and then
Okay.
we never get a tip.
I like that.
Nobody tips.
Yeah,
No.
no one tips, especially here in Utah.
Well, because they already tipped through the app. Would they not already tip on the app? Or
No, I
They-
mean, they don't tip on the app.
oh, well, I can.
Yeah, I tried DoorDash for like 2 months. I was like, this
Terrible.
I'm
sucks.
gonna tell my wife she's she's tipping.
She's
she's tipping.
She's tipping.
Yeah, so didn't know we didn't have to do that. God damn it. We're throwing money away.
Yeah, it's a secret. You don't have to pay us.
Yeah.
We're desperate.
Yeah.
Fentanyl's not cheap, guys.
Well, the first
yeah.
couple rounds.
Fentanyl.
Yeah,
Where are you
well,
from?
I'm from Cleveland.
Cleveland. Okay, the fentanyl.
That's
makes
why I
sense.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, coming back from Portland.
But you're from Seattle. I was in
Well,
Belltown. That place
from
was terrible.
Spokane.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You're from
The more-
Spokane.
No, we're a
Yeah.
meth city. Through and
That
through.
we did go through Spokane, and I could see it was Tweaker Town.
Yeah,
I've done a good job of educating her on what towns are Tweaker towns or heroin towns.
Oh, yeah.
Proper geography now.
Mhm.
Yeah, no. And it's fun. You know, like, okay, definitely. And Cleveland's it's usually a destination city. So, yeah, I got it. But Salt Lake, though, is interesting because people are afraid to come here because of Mormons. And I think that's funny because they're the least confrontational people.
Except for that one time with the Oklahomans.
Would you mind
Oh,
opening
yeah.
the door to let the dog out?
The people we're staying with, they're like half a mile from the spot where they murdered mercilessly like 130 Oklahomans. Just a story where they all dressed as Native Americans, and then
Yeah, that's
Oh,
we know
that's fun.
we love that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
we're fans
pretty
of
tight.
that.
Yeah,
I'm
we love
assuming
it,
you
yeah.
have at least one high school football team named like the Murdering Mormons.
No, we got the Cavemen. We made American Fork. I was the Thunderbird. I'm trying to think who has a.
That's tight. Native American.
Yeah, no, exactly. Good Utah Utes.
I mean, and
Yeah,
it's
true.
funny they murdered a bunch of Oklahomans since Oklahoma is going to come this weekend and kick the shit out of
oh,
BYU.
that is true. Football.
Yeah.
Don't know.
I believe it.
Do they have American football in Ukraine?
No. We have
Damn.
soccer.
They have American
Oh,
military there, but
Oh yeah. No, shout out to them. Okay. Yeah. well,
soccer.
American military.
And they have good. No, they don't have any famous Ukrainian athletes. Just talked about this, right?
Boxer.
Yeah, the guy who fought
Oh,
Rocky, right?
Vasily and Vasily and
Klitschko.
Klitschko. Yeah.
Oh, Klitschko is the mayor of Kiev,
yeah.
Hmm.
or was. I don't know.
No,
I
I-
don't know. Through the war, I stopped following.
Don't worry. It's who knows? Who knows what's going on over there?
We're
right?
focused on bigger fish to fry. now.
Yeah. Hey, the war in Ukraine's over. It's Israel now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
COVID's
Or
done.
Palestine.
That's done.
Yeah.
Libya, we're not paying attention. Congo, not paying.
Syria,
Darfur,
no
not
one forgot.
Syria, not paying attention.
Yeah.
Fuck them, guys.
No, fuck them because
Ethiopia. Sorry.
Ethiopia. I don't even know if that's a real place, to be honest.
yeah. Where is that a place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a big cross.
They have a big cross.
First one.
Oh, like a big
Oh,
religious
Another
cross?
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
Okay.
Well, now I like them because they're good Christians.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, it's not like
Maybe they should pray harder.
Yeah, and that is really what this podcast does come back to center around is Christ.
yeah.
So,
This is a Christ-centered podcast.
Good.
so let's get into some of these
Yeah.
questions.
So what's the worst job you guys have ever worked?
Do you want to start?
No.
What's your
Maybe
first job?
work.
What's your first
Attractive women don't work bad jobs.
You know?
job? No,
Unless it's prostitution.
That is a fact.
Yeah.
My dad tried to teach me things about money, so he made me go to IRS in Ukraine when I was 16 to
Mhm.
set up a shop called India Nepal,
Mhm.
and it was like Indian clothes and accessories that were bought in Odessa
Oh,
at the night market, and I
Okay.
was selling it for 2 summers at the seaside resort.
okay.
That's it.
And that's the worst job.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurial spirit.
Okay. How old are you?
28.
You 20? Okay, we're like the same age.
Mhm.
So that's the only job.
No, that was
Oh,
the first one.
Okay.
I
Okay.
didn't do a good job.
Oh, good. Why?
2
What?
years
They
in,
fired you?
broke even finally.
Okay. So did you get let go or did you just move on?
Just moved on.
Yeah.
Moved to Greece.
Oh.
I was like, that didn't work out. I'm
Okay.
going.
I like
That's
that.
an option in Europe.
Yeah, you can
Well,
just
yeah,
you can just leave.
switch countries.
If that happens in Cleveland, you go to like Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I know.
No,
Change your name, avoid your
Here-
kids.
Yeah, if we want to switch countries, our options are Canada and Mexico. So
Yeah.
that's
No, he went from Spokane to here in Utah. So big switch.
Yep.
Yeah. New places, new cities. Okay. How about you?
All right. So it's probably tied between two. One, because this one, I have a 2nd-degree scar from washing dishes.
Okay.
And I only had that job for 4 weeks. I told you this story. And my buddy's mom owned a restaurant, and I was washing dishes. I was very stoned. And they put all the hot pans in a bigger pan. It slid and it burned my hand. But I wanted to be a good worker. So I let it burn before I put it in. And then because I had a substance abuse problem in college, I never spent money on anything other than substances.
Nice.
So I just dealt with the wound at work from like the emergency thing.
Uh-huh.
And then weeks later, the owner came to me and she was like, hey, she was panicked, obviously, because it's like a workers' comp issue. But I was a sophomore in college with a Percocet problem. So I couldn't feel the pain. So she came over and she was like, you need to like tell me and we can help you. Like, I'm so sorry. I was like, okay, cool. And then she left. She came back 1 minute later and she was like, also, you smell like weed. And if you come in smelling like that again, I'm going to fire you. I was washing dishes, dude. Your chefs are doing coke.
Yeah.
You want your dishwasher stoned.
No.
You don't want them thinking.
It's very true, dude. Did you ever do coke with the cooks?
No, they didn't like me. They were the ones who ended up firing me.
dude.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
no, dude. The cooks hate the dishwashers. I was a dishwasher at like at a bowling alley / like casino in Spokane.
I'm sorry, what?
It was like, and then like on the weekends they'd have MMA fights. Like it was
Wait, at the place?
at the venue. Yeah.
Oh, dude. Okay. That wasn't an Indian reservation, was it?
No.
All right.
No, it was just
Dude, those
in the
fights had
suburbs.
to be brutal.
But
It's just a guy who lost all his winnings and he's like, I can win it back. And he jumps in the ring.
I mean, dude, it's just like guys who look like average Joes
Yeah.
coming out and they're like, my ears are ringing after like their nose is broken. Like,
I've seen this.
but no, dude, that was wild. I was stone cold sober though, so it was like the worst job ever.
Wow.
And then, like they'd have me like do dishes all night, and then because I was like in high school, I was like, they can't legally keep me here all night. So like when it was like midnight, I was like, I'm going home. And so I'd like leave a giant stack of dishes, and then they'd call me in the morning like, what the fuck's going on here? There's so many dishes. We can't get the restaurant going. And yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that, but that
What was the quality of the food at the Spokane MMA bowling casino alley? Like,
Ooh, I remember a French dip was $9. But this is
it's
like
actually kind of
this is
expensive.
like back in the day.
Before
So that's
inflation.
like
yeah.
$15 now.
Damn.
Yo, we were just in Laramie, Wyoming.
Oh,
Do you want to
shout out.
tell that? We saw the menu first.
Yeah, so we were in this oldest bar in town. Great, we were hungry, we were looking where to eat. Burgers were like $8 at this one place.
Mhm.
That's great.
Well, we looked online
Yeah,
at the
not-
menu.
Not bad. Yeah.
Menu online. We didn't check that it was 2 years old. So when we come in, it was 2 burgers, splitting 1 PBR,
Uh-huh.
and a pair of fries. I think would be like $52.
It was $16 for a
In the middle
burger.
of nowhere, Wyoming.
Oh my.
Laramie, Wyoming, dude.
There's 20,000 people.
And I looked it up.
30% of those are unemployed.
There's 25% of them were below the poverty line.
Well, that's like a college town too. They got University of Wyoming.
That's what we found out. I
Yeah.
asked. And I was like, that's why. Because the waitress's name was Sage. That should have tipped me off.
Yeah. dude.
Nobody's named Sage in a place that doesn't have a college.
Yeah. No. It's that's a yeah. I meant yeah. That's like the mayor of Portland right there. That's no, dude. There was a place. There was like the food trucks in Portland. It was like so hit or miss. There'd be some place like it was like they're selling mac and cheese, $18,
Yeah.
and you're like okay. And then I went to a buffet here a couple of days ago, paid $15. And I was like, what am I doing? I should need to go here
Dude,
every day.
There's a taco truck across the street from here, like by the Denny's.
Mhm.
And Amanda and I went. It was really good, but it was like we spent like $40 like
my
for the two of
God.
us to eat. It
Was a
crazy.
Mexican working?
Yeah, I know. It was all Mexicans.
Oh, thank God.
And like you
Mhm.
go, they actually had a sit down area inside. You had to order outside at the truck, but you could sit down inside.
Mm.
But you go inside and it's all Mexicans in there, so you know it's good. And it was like,
You also know they all paid half price. What
yeah,
you paid.
it was phenomenal, but it's very expensive.
Damn.
food trucks, it's a scam. No, so have you ever stolen company property?
Yeah, 100 like every fucking day of my
Hell
life. Yeah.
Yes.
What about you? Well, she owned her own business. That's
Yeah.
kind
Do you
of
ever steal from yourself?
Yeah, my time.
Yeah, hell yeah. Have you ever
Just lay and look at the
have you ever stolen anything like in general?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It started in school.
Oh yeah.
In elementary school.
Oh wow.
We had a psychologist office in our school, and she sold little newspapers she made, like
Mhm.
psychology newspapers. And me and my friend, we worked as a team. So one will distract her, and another one will just stack, I don't know, 10 of the same exact newspaper, and that was the thing. We loved that.
So to clarify,
We did
you
it for a long time.
you stole psychology newspapers.
So, man,
That's
10
okay.
Of the same ones.
I'm
They were
sorry.
different.
I'm not sure. I'm
Yeah.
I'm nervous over here. I don't,
Didn't you steal like at least alcohol or something cool?
No.
God
That's
damn.
it.
Did you grow up Mormon? Like this,
We got all of the scientific magazines
Yeah.
we could find.
Ooh, they won't. Yeah.
The psychologist was like, they're free. Nobody buys this shit.
No, but they didn't know we took them. Yeah, I like that. Okay, well, so all right, I'm starting to understand why Russia invaded. They're like,
They couldn't understand us. They're
Yeah,
like, if we
like-
can't understand it.
They-
We
yeah.
They were like, if
Stop.
only
Too
we
soft.
had more psychologists, but they all got ran out of business.
well, no, they thought you guys were too soft. Like, no, they'll be a pushover. They're
Yeah.
stealing psychology books. They'll just fall over. Okay, well, so you said you stole.
Yeah.
Shit. What's like?
yeah,
I think the one that benefited me the most was in high school. My mom talks about this when we were with her. I worked for a Mercedes dealership washing cars
Ooh.
for a summer. And given that they were Mercedes, they always had extra change in the car.
Mhm.
So I would take like however much change they had, I would take the unrecognizable amount. So let's say like 15% of their spare change, which adds up. So I'd probably make $15 to $20 a week in change, which is weed money. So
There you go.
I paid for that all summer. And then I did steal a $1,500 laptop from a company that fucked me over.
Well, I like that. What-
Yeah.
what-
How did they fuck you? They fired you?
Yes.
Is that how they fucked you over?
And why did that happen? Yeah.
Because I threatened to steal their stuff. I was like, if you fire me, it's all mine.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you're a man of your word.
I've never
That was
heard
that,
anyone
yeah.
say they fucked me over without them not being fired.
It's
That's
usually-
always,
yeah.
it's always,
Yeah.
That is the scummiest.
it's a telltale
Yeah.
sign.
It's always like your scummy friend too, who's like, they were fucking me over. I was only 20 minutes late for 3 weeks in a row. And just because I nodded off in the bathroom doesn't mean I'm not a valuable employee
No,
at the subway.
I love when people get mad. I can't. These guys are fucking assholes. I no showed a couple times, and they want to fire me.
Yeah.
I love that shit. That's cool. That's fun.
To their credit, this was like a major tech company startup, and I was just a good time guy.
Okay. Is that company still around?
They're doing great. Yeah, they're thriving.
Damn it.
Ever since they cut me loose. Yeah.
Fuck.
I don't stalk any exes.
You're holding them back.
Yeah, I was 1,000%. Well, to my credit, they let go of all of the outbound salespeople 9 months in. I was their founding account executive, and it did take them a while
Mm-hmm.
to regroup. And they were scarred. My other account exec, he was the one who inspired me actually to like do what I wanted. I was like, I want to get back into comedy.
Mhm.
And after I got fired from that, I moved to New York immediately on a one-way ticket. He takes pictures of dogs all around the world. Follow Instagram, Wags Around the World. He takes pictures of dogs.
Whoa.
Travels all over the world.
My
Yeah.
God, that was the startup.
That was, it's not profitable. I've got it's like doing coke at 3 a.m. I've got an idea.
Dude.
Take a picture of that dog.
You know, people like dogs.
Dogs, they love it. I'm going to India.
Why do you have to travel the world? They have all the dogs.
Yeah, no, wait.
You could be in Utah and find all the dogs.
You've been to a third world country. Different kind of dogs out there.
That is,
They are.
Different
that is
kind
true.
of dogs. Yeah,
They're
Yeah,
street dogs.
they survivors.
They got those dogs.
Yeah.
They're like the dogs from have you seen I Am Legend? They're like
Yeah,
the
of course.
zombie dogs. That's what they got.
It's a
Yeah.
great movie.
Yeah, I love the way you smiled at me when you said that. I was very excited about that one. Okay. Okay. Have you ever hooked up with a coworker? You guys are working together.
It's true.
But like or fucked someone at a job or kissed someone
No.
or groped someone? None?
Have you ever sexually assaulted a coworker?
That's what we're
That's really what we're trying to
getting
figure
at,
out.
what we're getting at.
It's so weird that I did an interview today and now I'm doing this
Yeah.
right now. But you mostly had your own business.
Okay. And you had all the power, so that would have been.
I was let go once because my boss wanted to do something, and he was uncomfortable about his own thoughts, and he let me go.
That's pretty dark.
I think.
Was that when you worked for your dad?
He didn't. No.
Yeah.
It was 2 months kind of job with a real estate person in Greece, like luxury real estate.
Mm.
And the way he interviewed me for a job, we talked about Buddhism. He never asked about my qualifications.
This is literally what hot girls got every time. Like, I went in for an interview and then he was just like, do you like Siddhartha? And then he wanted to fuck me.
Well, I can't believe it. Oh,
Yeah.
man, that's all. Have you heard that this like Daniel Tosh joke where he's like, yeah, he's like these ugly girls who like think they're hot and they're like trying to be supermodels. He's like, that's not your life. You're an ugly girl. You got to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hey, that's cool. So where'd you go after Greece? You just like, here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
Okay.
left everything there.
Oh, there.
Yeah, you're like, home's not an option.
Yeah. I guess I gotta go to LA. Oh man, yeah.
Sorry.
No, I think it's cool.
Wait, so Dennison, do you ever hook up the coworker?
I gotta think about it, probably, but I don't know if I don't think like an all the way situation.
Okay.
The daughter of the owner of the Mercedes dealership I hooked up with.
There that counts.
And then he ran for Senate and she ran a chapter of the Republican Party in Ohio and then married like the most, if you Googled like young Republican, that's who she married. He's like a House representative a while.
Gun girl.
And then the girl who shit herself at the party. And then she made an app when she was in college for young Trump voters to date each other because they couldn't find dates.
What was it called? Like
Trump butters. Trump butter Trumps. Dumper Trumps.
Yeah, trumped up. I'm getting trumped up right now.
I never sexually assaulted somebody at work, and that's probably a missed opportunity.
I know it is. No, because like that's material.
No, and we really hope someone comes on this podcast who had.
And he's like, yeah, all the fucking time, dude.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's some people here in the scene that it's like, if they said they haven't, we'd be shocked.
No.
Also, quick side note about Gun Girl and that photo of her shitting her pants.
Yeah.
I saw that on 4chan, and the top comment was like, "It's oddly hot."
Yeah, of course.
I was cool. I just enjoyed that.
There was no reason not to have that image saved unless you thought it was kind of.
It also was a lot of shit.
And she's also from Ohio. That's Kent State, Cleveland.
Shout out to her. Where she's at. You got a question?
Yeah. So what's the worst case of time theft you ever committed? Like, what's the worst single instance of time theft?
Just leaving the country for you?
She did run
the clock.
Yeah.
You
did technically run your gallery from afar for a year in LA.
I tried my best.
Yeah.
I stole a lot of time smoking in that one company I worked for.
Okay.
But that's it. But I just didn't. It's not, in my defense, I didn't do it because I didn't want to do the work. I was 20 and I really wanted to do the work, but they said I'm not ready. Hierarchy, so they're like, just do that, and I was done.
Okay.
So I just
you kind of like you get like defensive as if like we're thinking about hiring you.
I'm just,
like yeah, okay,
I do need a job. Can I say that, please?
Yeah, okay,
Sorry.
yeah.
That's the last clip we made on our podcast is trying to get her a job.
I like
really
that.
desperately need it.
She speaks 4 languages.
Okay.
Oh, what
that's
languages?
marketable.
Yeah.
Yeah. What language?
Greek,
Mm-hmm.
Ukrainian, Russian, and English.
Cool. None of those are useful here, but
Well, yeah. I mean,
These are kind of all the skills I have. So
we could. Yeah. I
if
mean,
you pick up Spanish, there's a lot of work to be had.
Yeah.
no. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
what's your worst time
Yeah, what's-
theft?
Dude, I'm a terrible employee.
Yeah. I knew you'd be a good fit for that. Yeah.
Like I worked for like pretty intense organizations for several years. But if I don't have anything to do, I consider you wasting my time. So I will go to the gym.
So
I'll go.
you flip it back on them.
I flip it and reverse it.
Yeah. You're
wasting my time.
This is time theft. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm working right now. Nobody.
Yeah.
My last. So when I made my own little comedy tour, that was it's February until April.
Tickets still available.
Tickets still available.
Yeah.
Fucking Twin Flames, Idaho.
Yeah,
What the fuck
hit
was
it.
that?
Yeah. Twin Falls.
Iowa.
Twin Flames sounds better.
But yeah, I worked for a marketing agency at the time. And I had like a hotspot with me, and I was just I would just do things from Slack, or we'd like pull into a gas station. Cause we did 26 shows in less than 26 days. So we were driving all the time in a beat up Chevy that I bought for $5,000 that didn't work.
Mhm.
And the way it didn't work is when you went downhill and then you stopped, the electricity would shut off. So the whole engine would shut off, which isn't convenient in places like San Francisco where it's only downhill.
Yeah.
So it just didn't work. That, and then the car broke in LA, which is how we met. So yeah, I mean, I billed them for about 37 hours a week. I definitely worked about 3.7 hours a
hell
week.
yeah. Okay,
And I'll do it again.
You brought it back because halfway through that, I was like, "Is this still about time theft?" And yeah, okay. So I was like, I lost track.
They all have a point
No, I like
somewhere.
This is a quick side note. Do you know Jake Silverman? He's a Portland comic that moved to New York.
No.
I'll show you a photo of him later.
Yeah, if I look it up on Instagram, that's usually how it goes. I'll see on Instagram and be like, maybe.
Okay. Anyways, he's funny. Okay. Who's the most annoying coworker you've ever had? Or like, have you ever had a coworker you like? I mean, you guys, yeah. You don't have to. Don't worry about.
No,
it.
you can mention
Yeah.
you ran a gallery, so you dealt with
I
artists.
just dealt with artists. They're
Okay.
all annoying.
Yeah.
That's it.
I like
You want
it.
to name one in particular?
No.
Or is there specific things that are they just like? Are they
Just
just?
being annoying, being assholes, being full of themselves. I don't know how to explain it.
No, I.
Trying to be friends with you, thinking that this will get them a show or you can sell their work better.
Okay, so
And
you're in
then
the
they-
stand-up comedy scene.
Yeah. Yep, that's actually just absolutely on par.
No, we were very familiar, but no, but no, I guess that would be the difference. Though, is like we all just hang out and talk to each other and see each other talk all the time. But like with artists, they're just like just alone, and so like it's a whole different kind of like
They weren't.
narcissism.
I was that. Like,
Oh, you were that.
I didn't want to be around people very much.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's just the way that people talk sometimes. It's just too much. You know, it's strange words used in order to infuse your own sense of value.
Mhm.
And yet your work is not really good. So.
Okay.
Do you remember any infamous quotes from someone like sew up their ass?
I remember an action. One dude painted my whole walls with a pencil. He wrote all over it, and then he didn't deliver the performance that he promised to deliver on time of the opening because he was doing blow in the gallery all the time. And
Mhm.
he promised to paint it, and he said it's too important, so he will not paint it. But on the gallery, like the previous people who painted, it was a very, very long dick,
Mhm.
painted all over the walls. They didn't paint it over neither. So I did. And then, you know, there was just a paint of white paint. And then this dude. So I decided that after I paint his shit over, he will be stuck between, you know, the dick and
Yeah.
eternity.
So you
Dude.
just had a giant cock and scribblings on your
Yeah.
walls?
Dude, I have to say, I'm kind of starting to like these guys because like it's kind of sick that you just like you could just do whatever you want, but you don't get it.
Yeah.
It
You and-
looks like my fraternity basement.
Yeah, you're just doing coke and like paint, like just like drawing dicks on the wall, and you're like, no. I'm sorry, you don't understand what I'm about.
I'm trying to smash the patriarchy. That'll be $37,000.
Yeah, okay, yeah, this is an original.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that's cool.
Yeah.
Have you had an annoying coworker?
Dude, for sure. I've had
No way,
so
no
many.
way.
Anyone you
dude.
want to name?
You don't have to. You
You don't have to name them.
I had a-
It's more fun if you do.
I had a CEO who got murdered.
That's
Whoa.
badass.
They found his
Who
remains
did
this
it?
year. They don't know. I actually was just rereading the article today to see if they found anything else about it.
Oh wow.
But he wasn't annoying.
Do you get murderous thoughts at work?
I kind of wondered. I was worried I was going to have like a Fight Club moment when he died, where I'd like reach into a coat pocket and be like a red eye flight to Los Angeles, and have like a breakdown.
You get murderous thoughts every hour.
It's true. Yeah, I have
Regardless of
problems.
What we do.
That also
whom
can-
we're surrounded by.
It's
Yeah.
also it could also be a Cleveland thing. Like it's like I don't know. Am I right? I'm just assuming.
Oh man, I like Cleveland.
You do?
I
like
do
Cleveland.
it a lot.
Okay.
I don't know why.
I've never heard that
everybody
before.
is So mean about it. It's a good place.
I guess
I feel like-
I guess I haven't been to I guess compared to
I mean, it's
don't
no
know.
Spokane. I'll tell you that much. But,
It isn't no Spokane.
You know, Cleveland gets a bad rap because of the '80s and shit. But yeah, I mean, it has honest people, which I like.
There you go. There
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
No, Spokane doesn't
yeah.
get shit on because nobody knows about Spokane. That's
Or how to pronounce it.
or how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
'cause,
lots of Spokanes out there.
Mm-hmm.
that's his hill he dies on.
Yeah.
He's always correcting. No,
Yeah.
no.
Spokane.
And they're like, fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going to fight you. I
Look.
don't give a shit. I'll not fight you on that issue.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, sweet dude. Where is that? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So yeah, he's dead. That boss.
He's actually a good guy.
Okay.
So
It's a
have
bummer.
you obviously have showed up to work under the influence.
Yeah.
Have you ever shown up to work under the influence?
I had a gallery. I was always under the influence.
Good. Okay. I like that. We got some good people here, honest people here. I like that.
Very honest.
No, dude. Have you ever like there's one time I was like delivering flowers, and the night before I was at a rave until like I don't know, like 3 a.m. on ecstasy, and then I like woke up. I had like 2 hours of sleep. Woke up and just went to work. I was just driving around all day. I almost crashed the car a couple times. Like it was like it was a moment I was like, whoa, this is not safe. And if I had like moments like that where you're like you show up and you're like, this is next level. Like I should not be at work, but you just
Yeah,
like,
but I feel like if you're dealing art, ecstasy is way
well, that's
better.
different.
Yeah,
You can write off anything to like it's all part of the experience. Like if you ever had a moment at work where you're like this is another level of like of trash.
Oh, such a good question. I mean, the answer has to be yes. I just have to figure out like which time.
No.
Like
It's too many.
there's so many.
Well, I guess when you were like on Perky and you were like didn't even know you were getting burned, or did you know you're getting burned?
I knew it. I ignored it because I'm a tough little boy, but I also didn't want to get fired because I needed that.
When your hand was getting burned, you're like,
sweet money.
Joe Burrow would love this. Just gotta hold on.
I'm like, this is for you.
Yeah.
God damn.
Don't worry, if nothing pops up.
I think the biggest ones are being so hungover you can't do the job. It's usually not being. I'm not, especially because it's been so long since I actually like have abused substances. But being hungover is the worst. Where I know for a fact, like. Especially working remote, basically wake up. This happened when we were on tour with Omri. Like I woke up, did a call in my underwear, it's shirtless, being like, "Oh, sorry, reception's bad, so I got to turn the camera off." And the camera's still on. I'm like, "Whoa!" And then you turn that off. But I can't do work. Like I can't look at the screen. This goes back to time theft.
Oh yeah.
And then laying down, having to take a nap. I've taken a lot of remote work naps.
Well, remote work is a whole other level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife, she has like graphic design, and she just like do a little project. It'll take like an hour, and then she just plays Baldur's Gate 3, and then doesn't talk to me.
I really want to play it. I haven't because we've been traveling. I don't have we don't really have the time. But this winter, I'm gonna sit down.
You need the time for that one.
Yeah.
It's like I'm like sidelined now in the relationship because she has her vampire boyfriend. So
you got e-cucked.
Yeah, so she
Digicucked?
I walked into the room once and she was about to have like a sex scene with him. She's like, "You have to get out of here." I was like, "God, okay." So I'm just like sitting alone watching highlights. So so it's a different world. Okay, let's see. Do you have a question? I'm trying to read which ones we haven't at. Okay, how about this? Would you say that Osama bin Laden can get it?
Yo, okay, I needed to answer this really quick because I saw an article today. I don't know if anyone's heard about this because I'm not tapped into TikTok or shit like that, and I hate Gen Z. I fucking hate you people. Don't come to my shows. You suck so much, dude. Yeah. So Osama bin Laden.
That's our crowd.
Fuck.
Yeah, dude.
It's all Gen Z.
Minecraft streamers. So, yeah.
That's the thumbnail. All of us like,
oh,
what? Podcaster destroys lib.
Dude, the whole time our podcast is a video below it of you playing video games.
Exactly. Just a raccoon dancing.
Yeah. No, you gotta help them out.
There was an article today about how the Guardian had republished Osama bin Laden's letter to America. Do either of you know about this?
I'm not about the Guardian, but I know about his letter to America.
So they republished it. And a bunch of like Gen Z and TikTokers were like, "This was kept from me my whole life. This makes so much sense. America is the devil. Solidarity for Palestine." This is Osama bin Laden, dude. One of his, in the letter, he's like, also, "I'll behead every fucking gay I see. I swear to fucking Christ, I'll fuck their dead body." But they were like, this makes so much sense. America is bad, which is also gay. He's like, "Oh, I'll butt fuck you, you butt fuck me, and then we'll suck each other off because
like,
for Allah."
God, these fucking gay dudes, I just want to just take their heads off. Fuck.
Yeah. So, what was the question about Osama?
Do you think he could get it? Like, is he daddy?
Have you ever seen what's on his hard drive?
Isn't it like porn? Is it gay porn or? And
then like he had like 2 seasons of like Dragon Ball Z. Transcends culture.
Just in the closet black dude.
If I worked,
yeah, exactly.
I would say though, if I worked for the CIA and I had bin Laden's hard drive, I'd be like, we're gonna put gay porn on that.
Oh, 1,000%.
That's
just meat spin for hours.
But then they'd be like, "Where'd you get that?" Like, "Oh, don't worry about it. I just had that."
No, I don't think he could get it. I think he was big puss.
Okay, follow up question.
Yeah.
Is the war in Israel, is that gay?
That's a good question. What do you think? Is it war in Israel gay? I think there's a lot of flair for the dramatics. I'm gonna say, yeah, pretty gay.
Yeah, no. I mean, coming in like, there's a lot of fun. So that's usually what we want to talk about.
Was October 7th a success?
Well, let's say this. This is how I compare the Israel-Palestine war.
Mm-hmm.
It's like American sports. You've got scrappy underdog, and you've got a dynasty team.
Mm-hmm.
Scrappy underdog got a deep bench, and a pretty quick offense, but they're going up against seasoned vets.
Dude, are you telling me that the Palestinians just need to watch Moneyball?
I think they need to watch the Lakers 06 series.
No, dude, I think Billy Bean needs to go down to Palestine. And be like, hey guys, you're looking for in all the wrong areas.
Yeah, we need doubles.
Who's getting on base?
And they just find some fat kid with a sick curveball, and they're like, put a bomb vest on him.
Yeah,
that kid's got what it takes. You've got numbers. Crawl on out of there,
dude.
I've actually never seen Moneyball.
You haven't?
No.
It's good film. You're like,
is it good? It's good,
dude. It's all like right. every dude our age is like, it's like, dude. One time on TikTok, I just like a random scene just popped up. And I just started watching Moneyball out of order on TikTok. It's fucking awesome. How have you not seen this movie? God, sometimes I lose respect for him like every time we podcast. It's fun.
But you did just say that you watched a movie out of order on TikTok.
Yeah, I have seen it before though, but it was fun because it was there. Yeah, dude, I was on TikTok early, like back when like 2019 when it was just like cops going through divorces and they were like pull their
wait, what?
Yeah, it was like they would like pull their ring off like while like Creed is playing and they're like I don't need her anymore.
Wait, is this real?
Yeah,
oh my god, I missed out on the greatest thing I've ever heard of.
Years ago, and I was like, this app's awesome. It was like white people in poverty and then like people like doing like steampunk dances. Like it was like a totally different platform. Yeah, dude. It's like, it's a fun. I always tell that to people. I'm like, it's more fun than you think. The algorithm sends me crazy shit and Moneyball.
Cop divorces and Moneyball.
Yeah.
Scott Staff of Creed, he did the theme song for the Florida Marlins.
Oh.
I didn't know the Florida Marlins had a theme song.
You're going to have to play it the moment we stop the podcast. Mm-hmm. It's the greatest piece of Americana that's ever been created.
Hell yeah.
Scott Staff makes a Florida Marlins song.
Dude, shout out to him.
Yeah.
It's ironic because the Rangers are the ones who were listening to Creed and they won the whole World Series. Sports. Okay. What's your favorite Jack Black film?
House of Rock.
Jack Black?
She's out of her element here.
It's like he's kind of like a chubby dude who yells and sings.
Let's pull a picture. Yeah, let's pull a picture.
He's a class. He was in Tenacious D, which is a fantastic comedic rock band.
Yeah,
he's a good musician.
He's
Kung Fu Panda, isn't he?
He's Kung Fu Panda.
He's Kung Fu Panda.
He's in
I like Kung Fu Panda.
He's in
the Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, this guy.
Oh, this guy.
He's awesome.
I liked him in what was this movie?
I thought you were gonna pull up photos of Osama bin Laden.
He's in
this guy. Yeah,
guy's sick.
Yeah,
he was in Orange County or whatever.
It's a very cute film about the exchange of the two women.
The Holiday.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
The exchange of the two women. What the fuck?
Wait.
What was this movie?
Whoa.
This sounds like
Europe versus America exchange program.
What?
This sounds like some like Jeffrey Epstein.
Well, I'm just like,
Jesus
things are different in Ukraine.
She tells so many stories, even earlier, her Ukraine stories, because she'll say things without describing the backstory. So even earlier, you're like, yeah, you just buy it from the night market. And I was like, the night market? Was that that's J.R.L. Tolkien's fucking like underground where the goblins go?
Well, they sell spices and crafts.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. Well,
yeah, Jack Black's great.
He's great. He's in Bernie. That's another fun movie. Richard Linklater.
Oh my god, that was a great movie where he's the mortician.
Yeah, he was like the gay dude,
and he murdered someone.
Yeah, and it's like a real story, like because he like snapped and shot this woman, and then everyone in the town loved him, so they would not say that he did this.
So I forgot. He's dude. I love Jack Black.
It's a great check him out.
I also played his video game. Did you ever play his video game?
Yeah. What's it called? Yeah, the one, it's like it's all in the heavy metal world.
Yeah, and it's
Brutal
a mix
Legend.
of Brutal Legend, which is a mix of a third-person action game and an RTS.
Yeah, look at that. You know that one?
No, never heard of it.
No, he's like a cool jacked, like it's kind of like 80s hair. Yes, but it's kind of based on him, and it's like 80s hair metal if it was a video game. Because a lot of 80s hair metal band covers look like crazy cool shit.
Oh, and I have a question for Lisa and Drew. What's an RTS game? What does that stand for?
Transcribing super game.
Cool. There it is.
Cool. Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Holy shit.
What were you about to say?
Yeah, what are you going to say?
I had no idea.
Yeah?
I was going to like role play, strategy. No. Strategy. No, I have no idea what that would be.
No, have you ever seen like the video game like Project Gotham Racing? That's an RTS.
No, never heard of it.
Okay. We'll move on.
All
I'm
right.
just kidding.
It's a real-time strategy. It's tiny
It's like
people.
StarCraft.
Next,
It's what they do in real time in Ukraine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
I've seen those drone videos where they have
too.
a drone, they drop a grenade.
See the one where the Russian was blowing the other Russian?
Oh, I've not seen that one.
I showed that to her.
Oh my god.
Oh, you got. We'll look that up too. It's hilarious. It's just
Yeah.
a Russian going to town on another Russian, and you see the little drone like, and then it goes,
Oh.
then it sits for a second, and they're like, you get a record scratch moment. You're probably wondering how I got here.
Yeah.
And then boom, they die. They die horrific death.
They gotta send that one to Putin and be like, dude, all your soldiers are gay.
Dude, all these Russian defendants were online like, that was faked. That's AI, and everyone was like, you're gay. You're so gay. Ah!
That's when they should have turned. Like, you know what? Fuck it. We lost.
Yeah.
We'll turn around. Around. Yeah. Fuck this.
Gay Russian says what?
Gay Russians.
so if you could nuke any country, wipe it off the face of the earth, which country would it be?
It's a big one for you.
Would not do it.
You wouldn't. Yeah, but
I'm against.
you have to though.
Yeah,
If
you have
there's
to pick one.
country.
You have
No?
to pick one, or we murder your family.
Oh,
Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
I'll wipe out the country that makes nukes.
Oh, yeah, well, so
America?
Russia.
Whoever makes
Yeah.
the most.
You're getting rid of us.
Russia.
It's actually
That's
Russia. Yeah.
It is Russia? All right,
Okay.
we did it.
There we go.
It came full circle.
That was I thought that would be the answer.
That was the answer we
Yeah.
wanted.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna lie.
It would be cool if you're like Ukraine.
Like plot twist.
There was a lot of people that like when we say that they're like America. I'm like, come on, get it.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
pick
dude.
Come on, pick something fun.
I'm like also like America. I'm like, have you been to England?
Yeah.
Like, dude, the pharmacies close at 5.
I was just thinking about England in my
dude.
head.
Okay, well, how about you? Is that England's a good choice because I was there and like a coffee shop opened at 9 a.m. and I was like, what you guys don't work? What do you do here?
Damn, this could be an actual cancelable answer if I answer
this.
seriously.
It's not a white country.
There's too many of them as is. Man. All right. I'm going to go with not my real answer.
Oh, come on.
Oh, just be a minute.
Come
on.
on.
Yeah,
we can tell you. My
let's hear
answer
your-
was India.
we Googled
Yeah.
which country has the most pedophiles per capita, and India.
Yeah.
They have a lot of sexual
And a lot of
assault
rape.
there.
So-
Yeah, a lot of
A lot
rape.
of rape,
All right,
yeah.
thank you. I tell her that all the time about how much goddamn rape. And also, you guys give me all the telemarketing calls. So guess what?
No, India's it's a tough one.
Well, India's his, so you have to pick a different one.
Anyway,
I'm going to go with...
Bangladesh, pretty close.
Oh, man.
Pakistan is nearby.
Pakistan's nearby.
That's true.
Does anyone live in Madagascar?
Well, I mean, yeah, I think just like
They have great biodiversity.
yeah, and yeah.
I think I'm going to go with New Zealand because all the billionaires get dual citizenship there. That's where they're going to flee when climate change happens. So all they have is sheep and Israel Adesanya. He trains in Australia anyways.
Okay, no,
New Zealand.
God, that one sucks. New Zealand's awesome.
I was going to go with Iran, actually. I was going to go with Iran.
Ah, there you go.
I'm tired of you guys screwing with us.
No, dude, that's a
We're
good.
Saudi Arabia. Probably Saudi Arabia because you guys committed 9/11. 12 of the 14 hijackers were from Saudi
You
Arabia.
you guys thought you were looking at me. I was like, fuck. Oh, God, man, I
You look
wish.
kind of like a Shah. Cheek.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. No, it's got to be the most badass way to commit suicide. Just like fly, dude. That iconic flying.
That is true.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
forgets.
That's a pretty.
We're
sick.
like never forget it.
Yeah, actually, it's
Yeah.
in the statement.
No, dude, there's a little toy dog thing up here that's a 9/11 commemorative. This is the 9/11 commemorative little thing.
Never forget.
So yeah,
I had a bit about the never forget. There's nothing better than when a comedian says they have a bit about something. So I'm going to abandon that train of
I
thought. but
love it. Dude.
never forget.
Now, the best way to do that is just sneak it into the conversation, a joke, and then
I've been called out before. And they're like, "Are you running a bit right now?" And I'm like, "No."
like, no, dude.
But did you like it?
Anyways, where are you from? What do you do for work?
You mean on the apps?
Yeah, dating's weird.
Dog's His name is Courage. Says to honor our heroes who lost their lives in the national catastrophe that took place on September 11th.
How much did you pay for that?
Another comment gave it to me with the promise if I left it in the background of the podcast.
Sick.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is 9/11 is such a funny thing that we have that we can't. I don't know.
Can you joke about it in New York?
I did on the anniversary, but I did it pretty well, and so it was fine. But you know, you kind of want to stay away from it. I think you can joke about anything if you're good at it, right? We just were listening to Louis bit, and Louis has a good bit about it. You can't attack the subject, right? You have to just
no, you have to make it funny.
You gotta love it.
For me, it's just about the never forget aspect. At any time somebody says 9/11, I say never forget.
No, I just like
it's the one thing you kind of want to forget.
Yeah, you know, it's but you know, you want to. Why can't you forget the worst things that happened to you?
But it's kind of like if you got like bullied in 5th grade, you're 30.
Yeah,
and you're just like, if I ever see fucking Tommy again,
yeah, what again? Yeah,
and that's if you already bombed Tommy and all of his neighbors' houses.
Yeah, and then they're like, Tommy didn't even live there. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like, he was like 3 cities over. Tommy's doing well. Yeah, Tommy owns $2 billion in oil.
He's doing great.
Yeah,
dude, Tommy,
he's still there.
Dude, shout out to Tommy. Okay, how about like what's a fun conspiracy theory you believe in? Come on, Lisa. There has to be some fun Ukrainian train of thought.
Conspiracies.
Oh my God, do you think that Zelensky's a body double?
Yeah.
No. Yes.
Whoa.
I've not heard this one.
Okay. So there is a conspiracy. I really love it. I don't know how big it is right now. So it's about Putin being a double. Mm-hmm. So like the good Putin, the one who saved Russia in 1995 or 92 to 95, is not the same guy. And there's like, you know, when you watch those documentaries about it, they kind of bring Yeltsin in it too. Like Yeltsin was a double as well. And they explain it by like his weird finger on the left hand, and how in his last videos, he kind of, you know, waves the left hand and proud of it. And like how his speech is weird. And the same with Putin. Like it's all about his like musculature in his face and the things he's done. So it can be the good one.
Okay, yeah, I like that. No, that I totally understand that train of thought. That's a very like Mormonism kind of shit too, where they'll be like, anything the church does, that's good. Dude, that was God right there. Anything that was bad, they're like, that was this fucking guy. That's his deal. That was his deal. Men are imperfect. Yeah.
He's like, we all fuck around sometimes, you know, and you rape a 14-year-old. I don't know what you want to say. She was hot.
Yeah. Hey, different times.
Stop making your kids hot.
Yeah.
Stop making your kids hot.
Stop dressing them in these slutty fucking pioneer outfits.
Exactly. Yeah. That ankle deep dress, stinking in the noonday sun, churning butter. Don't churn butter if you don't want to jack an old man off.
The way she pushes that handcart. Yeah. So that's a very fun conspiracy. I'm into that.
Where are you at with the moon landing? Where are you at with the moon landing?
Oh, yeah.
The moon landing.
I'm fine with it. Like,
oh, you're cool.
You're fine with it.
Do we go there?
I know that,
but did it happen?
Got there first. So.
Oh yeah.
Wait, to the moon first?
Yeah.
You think the Soviet Union made it to the moon?
Made it there.
That's what they say.
No, they made it to space.
Hell yeah.
They didn't make it to the moon.
Where do you think the dogs went?
Well, one of them came back. That is the most. Oh my God, that's so funny that Russia did that. They were like, I put a dog. I don't know. They were like, America's working really quick.
Yeah, throw a fucking Labrador up there. We'll just see what happens.
Wake up hungover the next day, like, we did what? Oh fuck, dude! And somebody comes in, they're like, has anyone seen my dog? Like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Well, dude.
Yeah.
Wait, if you look up, he's always with you. Always anywhere you go, he's always with you.
Now it's coming back.
Yeah. What, dude? Hey.
What are you guys with the moon landing?
You know,
in what sense?
Like, do you think it was shot on the moon?
Well, I think China went there first.
Yeah, definitely China.
Yeah,
that makes sense actually.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that makes the most
especially
sense.
in the 60s when China didn't have anything.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
They just
when they were very agrarian.
Yeah, when they were killing pigeons because they were like, I don't know, maybe this will work.
No, dude. They just drew some calligraphy, put it on his face, and he started floating.
Talking about space and India, since you guys mentioned.
Oh yeah.
I read an article that the Indians, they built this ship and created the whole flight to the moon that cost them less than a Hollywood movie about space.
Yeah, because they can outsource everything to India.
Yeah.
This is fucking easy as shit.
Yeah. No, dude. Yeah. So what you're kind of saying is these writers and these actors, we should be paying them. They should not be getting any of that fucking money.
Yeah.
We'd be going to the moon. With this 100%. Money, we going to the moon. Sandra Bullock, the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
Making The Blind Side.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's a conspiracy you believe in that most people find maybe a little crazy?
That's interesting because I feel like I believe in the mainstream conspiracy theories.
Okay, Trump's a time traveler.
Well, he's prophesized. He's the next. Yeah, he's the second coming.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in I believe a lot of old leftist things that CIA agents say about things America did around the world, like who we've kicked out, who we've murdered, and who we've taken over.
Stuff we're like open about, like all the regimes we've toppled and like replaced with our guys.
Yeah, we're partially
Stuff we're,
open.
like yeah, it's pretty open.
It is true. We are sometimes we're like, yeah, what are you gonna fucking do about it, pussy? And we're like, oh, all right.
It already happened.
Who do you think killed JFK?
I was gonna ask you that.
I do think that the CIA orchestrated the assassination.
So George H.W. Because
he's a piece of shit. Yeah. His family. I know the prevailing theory is just that what's the guy's name who killed him?
Lee Harvey Oswald.
That he was just a dumbass, and I've read a lot about him. And the devil's chessboard. He goes over there. He's a fucking idiot. He's a loser. Comes over here. He's a fucking idiot and a loser. I don't think he was brainwashed. I do think Ted Kaczynski was. I think that was completely MK Ultra.
Mm-hmm.
I do think the Unabomber was correct.
Mm-hmm.
And the Industrial Revolution and its consequences have been disastrous.
There we go. Now, what did they ask you that? It sounds like you've already said that today in your job interview.
I said this today to an officer who pulled me over, and I was like, "If it wasn't for capitalism, I wouldn't be here."
Like, okay, all right.
That's a $200 fine, sir. You're still going 16 over.
Also, right now, who doesn't think JFK was killed by the CIA? I feel like
boomers.
That's like boomers.
I think they just kind of like they just put everything. Which
They're
is like,
gonna be dead soon.
Yeah, it's true. What do you think about reptilians?
Ooh, that's what I want. Some of these things I just want to believe in.
Yeah.
There's a subreddit I follow. I have to mention this. I've shown her. She thinks it's sad because it's actually sad.
Good.
Because if you go down the rabbit hole of the profiles, they're all also members of like our schizophrenia or our anti-psychology, and it's called Escaping Prison Planet.
Ooh.
Escaping Prison Planet is those who believe that we're being harvested by aliens and archons, and they make us miserable because that's what they feed off of, which is also kind of what the Mormons, it's like adjacent. They believe that the alien bad souls are inside of us.
I mean, I think, isn't that Scientology?
That is Scientology. Yeah. I confuse it too.
No, sorry, dude.
Mormonism is where he found the things in the hat.
Yeah, dude. No, so we're more. Sorry, you're gonna go a little more legit.
Yeah.
We live in Utah. We're looking at hats.
Yeah, we're looking at hats. My favorite part about that is when they came back to him and they were like, "All right, we forgot the things we transcribed." And he's like, "You forgot? Fuck me. Well, it's gonna be different this time." And no one can see these ones.
Well, I like that because like someone's like wife was like, "No way."
Yes,
and then she I think they like she's the one who like took him away, and then he's like, "Dude, those are lost to time."
Yep.
But it's like, all right, I guess you'll never know. It wasn't those ones. It's your fault. So yeah, it
was my new ones.
I did like you just gaslit everyone.
Yeah, he's like the theme is the same, but the specifics. And then her dumbass husband came back with the new transcription. Yeah. He was like, "Honey, look, I get it, but listen, come on,
check this one out though. This instead of being named Lehi, now he's named Nephi. So.
Yes, and this is your new sister wife, Kelly. So.
I know it's pretty cool. But yeah, what I like the conspiracy because like I like the lizard people thing, but I just would rather believe that like we're living in the Gears of War world.
Oh, so we're just biding time.
Haven't showed up yet. I like those ones where they're like no, Sonic is real. Like,
every furry on Earth is like he's real to me.
Yeah. And there's like one dude. I guess it was like this YouTuber who was like, "I'm becoming Sonic," and then I think like went to prison for killing his mom.
Oh, it's Christian.
That was cool.
He fucked his mom. He didn't kill her.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he fucked his invalid old mom.
Yeah,
Christian's a whole rabbit hole. You could do a whole. Well, somebody did like a 12-hour documentary.
We're trying to get him on the pod.
Well, yeah. Well, also her. She's her now.
Well, I thought. Sorry, I'll just refer to her as a hedgehog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zoom and go fast are the pronouns.
Go fast. There was coins in my mom's pussy. Okay. But Drew, you asked this one. Drew was excited when he wrote this one down.
Oh yeah. What's your favorite race to work with?
This is so easy for me. Mexicans.
Oh yeah. No, dude.
The nicest and the hardest workers.
Dude.
And the funniest.
They're so funny.
Yeah.
I never worked with anyone rather than Europeans.
Yeah, but those are racist.
Yeah, but that's not one race. There's multiple.
Come on. I know that they're racist I know that they're very racist in Europe. Hell yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Her race stuff actually goes super, super in depth. It's fascinating. She's like, Albanians. And I'm like, I don't. Continue.
I've never even heard of an Albanian.
Estonians.
Albanians, every time I mention it, is because a lot of Greeks have the whole predisposition towards Albanians.
Mm-hmm. What's the predisposition?
They don't call them an Albanian. It still sounds like an Albanian, but it has a negative connotation.
Ooh.
So every time they just like they believe
like a
they're
Baney,
super criminal.
Baney.
Yeah. Something like that,
okay.
Yeah.
No, dude, I know
don't
like
get it.
in like Germans, this like I guess this person was talking to this German, this American, and they're like, this German's like, you guys are all so racist over there. You're so racist because they're just used to seeing the news and like, you guys are so racist. And then this American was like, what do you think about? What about like how you feel about Turkish people? And the German's like, well, that's different.
Have you met the Turks?
So that's what I love about Europe. They're like,
Oh, yeah.
you guys are all racist, but they're like, no, but legitimately, I want to murder people from Turkey, and I like that. They're different.
For your experience, and you've been, I already kind of know your answer, but describe what you think, because you've been in America for a year and a half, racism in this country versus European racism.
It's in Europe. It's more open. It's just kind of people own up to their own racism.
Yeah.
They're just like, yep, and they don't even call it that. It's just, it is what it is.
So you got no people like sports commentators having to backtrack and be like, I'm sorry, that's not how I meant to say it.
I might never work again.
Yeah. No, okay, so it's almost respectable. They're just honest. Like, no, I just don't like your skin.
No, it was
Yeah.
like that here
Yeah.
until like 1999.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Never forget.
Then
pre 9/11.
yeah.
Okay. How about this is I can't believe you wrote. Did I write this?
You wrote that one.
I wrote this.
It just says I'm gay.
That's what it is, dude. They all circle back to that. What the hell? This is. Have you ever lied to your boss? Hard hitting
You
question.
have to ask that one.
I wanted to because I was laughing at it. Come on, Lisa.
Huh?
You ever lied to your boss?
Think about the
Did what?
You ever
lie
lied
to your boss.
No.
What did you say to yourself to get you through the hard days?
I didn't.
Well,
I didn't talk very much.
you worked for yourself. You ever lied to yourself?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay. All
About
right.
who I am,
Yeah.
my values.
Okay. Yes.
System of
Your racism?
morals.
Yeah. You realize no. I really don't enjoy people from
Yeah,
Africa.
I'm working with
Yeah.
all these Greeks and I don't enjoy them.
Mm-hmm.
I did catch myself on that thought one day.
Hell
Like that
yeah.
person.
There you go.
I just said, and I didn't. I'm sorry.
You gotta take that to the Zikrias out of here.
I should stop talking now.
No, you got to finish
No,
now.
there we go. The Greeks, they don't do anything. They got bailed out by Germany.
Yeah.
We talk shit about them a lot on our podcast. They're hilarious sounding people.
No, they're just a tourist country now. That's their economy.
Yeah.
So
That was the whole
Yeah.
thing with the COVID lockdowns. They kind of planned it perfectly to close everybody down just about till May. Then big buses of German tourists come over. They open everything up. Comes October, back to lockdown. It was like that for 2 years. And then you had to send SMS and say why exactly you're outside.
Ooh.
If cops stop you and you don't have a proof of an SMS, it was like code 1, 2, 3, like supermarket or pharmacy. And then they could fine you on the spot for like $400.
So the
Considering that the paycheck is around 700.
so the Germans started showing up, and all of a sudden they started asking why you were outside. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to have a specific thing on your lapel.
So that's
So what's the craziest lie you ever told a boss?
Burping.
it's okay.
I don't know. Probably that I wasn't traveling in a tour with 2 other comics for 3 months
was-
while I was supposed to be working my job.
That was going to be my guess.
I also worked in, like, this story would be too long, but I worked for almost 3 years in basically a cannabis startup. I dropped out of grad school for it. But after 6 months, everything went so south, it basically became like a scammy black market criminal operation, like actually. And I had thrown all this money at it where I was like the idiot college kid and these were like actual growers.
Mhm.
And I got involved in real dark shit. And then we were kind of just like, I was along with just kind of scamming people and lying to people. And I hated every second of it.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's just like trying to get someone to come to a comedy show.
Yeah, exactly. Like, no, they were on Comedy Central.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
That's on the poster always. As seen on Netflix and Comedy Central. And I don't fucking know,
They
dude.
don't-
Just,
They were in Dry Bar.
yeah. Oh my God, dude.
Dude.
Welcome
Dry
to
bar.
dude.
That's the big
Where
one
they
in
filmed
Utah.
Dry Bar is right here.
Sick, dude. I'll go
Yeah,
see.
dude.
Oh, I was about to go drop a comic's name who I think is.
Ooh, can't wait to hear that one off air.
He has more tattoos than
I know
me,
who it
I'll
is.
say that.
I know who it is.
no.
I
Oh, no,
know
you gave
who
too
it
much
is.
away.
Yeah, that's very obvious. Yeah.
Bleep that part out.
And that person may have moved back to Utah.
Oh, really? Because something happened?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
Anyways.
that's
Well,
what we like.
Fun.
Dude.
I'm gonna do some editing.
Sorry. Actually, please do that part.
Yeah, we might want to cut that one out. 'Cause, yeah, that is very obvious. And
I forgot I was in Utah when I said that.
no, it's okay. Yeah, no, I didn't know about like any of that
Yeah,
shit
if you-
until I saw him at like at Wise Guys, and I mentioned it to some of the comic. Like, oh my god, I fucking hate this guy. I was like, why? And he's like telling me all this shit, and I was like, oh.
Anybody who's that, and this is we can. This is this part.
Yeah.
I guess we can keep. But especially comics, people in entertainment who are so forceful with the clean stuff
Yes.
and that image,
Mhm.
I never trust. And there's a lot of guys who work clean, but are so chill about it, and I'm friends with them.
Oh yeah, no, it's like, yeah, it is ironic. They're like very forceful.
It's just
Oh,
like an
yeah.
evangelical senator.
I think we talk about this like once a week. Like
What part?
the comics who like push this image.
Oh yeah.
But then the guys who are just out there are like the
No.
nicest ones.
Dude, like,
Yeah.
the dude, we have a friend who does like probably the most racist jokes on stage. Who's like the nicest dude.
Yeah.
And like it's like you know, it's like, yeah, it's just like usually how it goes. Like it's usually people like who are like very dark on stage and all that, usually, you know, nicer. It's not always the case, but like I don't know. So it's weird. Comedy. All right, should we can cut out of that.
Cut it out there.
sorry,
And-
Don't worry.
Well, we're wrapping this up anyway, so
Yeah, we're-
just
we're-
remember at the end.
We're towards the end of this.
Yeah.
No, dudes. I'm excited. What did you go to college for?
I went for journalism, and I was self-saboteur, so I dropped it. I had actually won an award, so I went to New York for a summer when I was 20, and that's when I started stand-up. And then came back and then did drugs and partied and dropped it. Then I got a second bachelor's. I have 2 degrees, one in communications and one in sustainability. And then I went to grad school for environmental policy.
Sustainability. What's
Yeah.
that like?
That's a
Wilderness
degree?
survival?
It's what you're going to need in a few years.
Yeah.
It was like renewable energies and EVs and stuff
Oh, okay.
when I was on the cusp, but then I
Ooh.
never did anything with that. So then I took 9 years in between stand-up.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go, dude. Just a good
And then I
gap.
just worked in tech for the most part, and cannabis and other shit.
Well, now you got some stories.
I do. I've got plenty of stories. I'm writing a autobiography. That
And
nobody-
you went to grad school.
I did. I dropped
Yeah.
out after a year.
Where'd
Where'd you go?
Dropped out.
What school did you go to?
It's called Middlebury Institute. It's in Monterey, California.
Oh,
Whoa.
Monterey. Wow,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How about, did you go to school?
Yep.
Yeah.
Athens School of Economics and Business.
Which is
Whoa.
hilarious when you think about it.
Yeah.
The Athens School of Economics are like, we don't know.
They're like,
Also the
should the
moment-
country make money?
Who's your
When I moved was like 2014, like the super big crisis mode.
Oh yeah.
All the schools were on strike. Like half of the country was on strike, and I was like, oh, whoa. And then the Ukraine thing started.
It'd be like taking women's studies in Iraq.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Who's your favorite economist?
There you go.
Kinds.
Oh, that was
Kinds.
actually an answer. Good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was prepared.
Who is that?
A guy,
Okay.
an economist.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
fucking
right.
read a book, dude.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I'm a dumb. I took film classes at UVU, which anyone can get into that.
What's UVU?
Utah Valley University,
Yeah,
just
okay.
down the hill right here.
Sick.
And my professor thought like Adam Sandler movies. He'd like walk in and be like, dude, this new Adam Sandler movie looks fucking badass. And then I just dropped out of college.
The lighting in Jack and Jill is.
No, dude, he's like, you seen Pixels? Woo. But
Yeah, so I think we're at an hour. So
Yeah.
what would you hire these guys?
well, you know, Lisa, I think it's pretty easy yes, just because just pretty girl.
Yeah.
How do you say no? She's got 2 different necklaces on.
Yeah.
It's
Boost the morale with the accent.
yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diversity.
Yeah,
Big
diversity
She's an
hire.
immigrant. She's
Yeah.
literally an immigrant.
Immigrant. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we do need a green card.
I have a permit to
Oh,
work here.
fuck. All right, fine. Fine. We'll hire you.
Yeah.
But
Will not require future sponsorship.
yeah.
Dennison,
Okay.
I don't
Dennison, I would definitely hire.
really.
Hell yeah,
No,
dude.
I,
Yeah,
well, it depends.
yeah, definitely hire Dennison because I like, dude, workplaces like it gets so boring. If I could like walk up to you, like, dude, I got some ecstasy in my pocket.
Well,
It's Friday.
Let
We'll
me
just start
play-
it early.
Let me
I'd be like,
play
first of all,
devil's
it's Tuesday,
advocate.
Yeah.
I think Dennison would be a fun coworker.
Yeah.
But if I don't know if I would gamble the business on Dennison.
Well,
I'm a home run hitter, dude.
well, if we're gambling the business on him, then we like what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, if he's our like this is our ticket.
You're like 9/11 Beanie Babies weren't the investment we thought.
No,
It's one day to sell a year.
yeah.
Okay. And then now let's guess if they've ever been fired.
Well,
Well, you know,
they've
he has been
said-
fired. He said
yeah.
he's been fired.
Well, you can guess
Yeah.
how many times.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
how
Well,
many
Lisa, I
times?
don't think you really had it. You never even had a job, so you can't be
Yeah, you
fired.
can't be
You
fired.
can.
Wait, is that every job you're like, you can't fire me?
Yeah. No. Okay. No. Okay. Well. All right, but Dennison, I don't know. It sounds like you've had like 10 different jobs or 15. I don't
I'm
know.
gonna say he's been fired 3 times.
I don't think you've ever not been fired.
I'm gonna rattle them off. For like, all right, the Mercedes dealership I got fired for no call no show. Dishwash I got fired for the smelling weed and no call no show. The knock, my great job, I got fired because they laid off all the outbound, and because, as they said, I was a really fun guy, but yeah, I just was bad at, and they were paying me 6 figures. So that one I got fired for.
Jeez.
Got laid off of my marketing agency, but that was a sham. I found on Upwork. They were fake, and they let everybody go. So I'm gonna go with 4. And then you might be able to count 5 somewhere along the cannabis industry, maybe because there's a point where I was talking with the actual Mexican cartel and the Thai mafia, which you knew, and then my lab exploded. So in that instance, kind of. But I'm gonna go with 4 officials.
Damn. I wish I would have known more about that cartel story.
That
seems
sounds really fun.
That seems like an interesting. We didn't even get to that. All right, fine. Yeah, all right, fine. That I like that though. I'm pretty much in the same boat where I've like the only job I've never been fired from is Amazon delivery because they're like we just need people.
They need
So
them.
you can just kind of coast. But yeah, okay. Well, sick.
Yeah.
Well, I like that. Yeah, you're hard. I
Yeah.
like it.
Well, where can the people find you?
So our podcast and tour, where we do like mini documentaries, although we've slipped up because we fuck around. So we do.
Ooh.
It's called Insert Town Here, where we travel, do
Mhm.
comedy all over, and podcasting and photography. Insert Town Here, where both of our handles are, Lee's Apparel.
There you go.
Dennison __S, because somebody has Dennison _S.
Yeah,
I'm the only Dennison sleeper in the world.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
You're not the only Dennison S.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Dennisons. So you can find me there. And then if you guys want to run it back, we can have you on our podcast, and then we can talk off the record about, other
I would
things.
love
Yes.
that. Yeah,
Let's
dude.
do it.
Let's fucking do it.
Well, thank you.
Bye.
You're fired.